Well, hello, everybody. Eddie Smith here with Country Road Entertainment. Welcome to our first ever podcast and actual live feed. We actually went live once, maybe a year and a half ago, but not like this at all. So, in an effort to comply with social distancing, obviously, we can't really go out and vlog or do any on site interviews like we generally do. So, with that in mind, we're going to be doing some of these from now on. And today, as you can see in the description, we have a special guest. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on now. Many of you are probably familiar with Nathan D and the Dam Band, and more so their infamous drummer, Bill Bogan. So let's bring him on. Hey, Bill, how you doing, man? Uh-oh,
Hey Eddie.
audio problems. Oh, there you are, buddy.
How you
So
doing,
how's
man?
social distancing? I'm good. I'm good. How's it feel to be alone all the time
Good.
now?
I hate it.
Yeah,
I'm a people person.
makes two of us.
Right?
How long's it been for you?
Oh man. When we got back from Denver, everything kind of shut down. So it's been 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I've been to
right.
like Walmart.
Tell us about that. So you were actually scheduled to be performing at the Grizzly Rose when all this started, right?
Right. We were playing. We were actually we play a week up there, and we were they went ahead and finished the week when we were there, but they had started to trim things down.
Okay. And then you also had shows after that, I think, in where, Wyoming?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is one of my favorite spots this time of year. They have so much going on up there, and it just they canceled the big event, and everything just trickled down after that, and people just weren't going out, so they canceled that. We came home.
Now they closed everything down though in Wyoming, period, at Jackson Hole, right? Like the ski resort, everything's down,
Yeah,
right?
Jackson Hole was pretty much shut down for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you been isolating ever since you got back, or were you out a little bit after you got back?
I've pretty much been isolated. I mean, like I said, I've run to Walmart or Fry's or whatever for buys, but other than that, I've stayed in pretty much.
Oh. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I left the house. Apparently, because of
Yeah.
my chest issues, they considered me at risk. So it's kind of
Well, yeah. Yeah, you have to be extremely careful.
yeah, you do, you really do. I mean, it's not something I want to play with anyway, but
Right.
it is what it is. So, in the meantime, what are you
Yeah.
doing to keep yourself busy?
Watching Tiger King apparently is what.
Tiger, what is that all about anyway? I mean, I saw
Oh
like
my gosh.
Brittany Burns said something about it when she was advertising her their live stream, and
Yeah,
then I heard something about, is it a documentary or what is it?
it's a docu series. It's like about this guy named Exotic Joe, and he's got a exotic animal farm down in, I think it's in Florida. Anyway, but he has a rivalry with um, another zoo down there,
Okay.
and he's just very very eccentric and very weird, to be honest with you. But he winds up hiring somebody to kill the competitor. It's just crazy. There's so many twists and turns. I can't even start to explain it. It's the best worst documentary you'll ever watch.
Really?
Yeah, it's so bad, but you can't look away.
I mean, of all the things that we could watch or binge watch, it's okay. It's going to be that. I don't know.
Right.
I've been trying to just keep up with like Picard, and was it last night? I decided I was going to start rewatching Firefly. If anyone remembers that, it's like
Oh
sci-fi meets
wow.
the old
Yeah, that's a
west.
good one.
Yeah, I have every episode,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, well, we'll go
Nice.
through this again.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Netflix and Amazon and a little bit of Hulu, but
And I take it there's no drum pack practice at your home, huh?
yeah, I've set them up and practiced a little bit. Yeah,
Oh, did you?
I've got some silent heads that Remo makes. They're wool. I can hit them, and won't be any noise made. So
Well, that's not bad. You messing around with the Cahoon?
No, I don't have that here. That's with the band equipment
Oh,
in the
okay.
garage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I touched my face. Oh, you did it too. I washed
I
before.
did, yeah.
Wash your hands, folks. Wash your hands.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
All the things that we
the
should have
whole
been
time.
doing already, everyone's doing now. And, I was thinking to myself, because everyone's talking about this toilet paper thing, right? Were they not washing
Yeah.
their butts before? I mean, what were they using? I mean, did they really honestly
Right,
use
yeah.
2 years worth
What's
of
the
TP?
big
I mean,
deal?
I don't understand.
Right.
I got 4 kids and we
Yeah.
barely had enough, and we found like a couple of 6 packs, and I felt like I just won the lottery.
Right.
And it's a joke. It's just,
I don't know what started the paper or the toilet paper sensation, but people are going to have a lot of toilet paper for a long time to come.
Well, and the biggest joke with that is that they even came on after the fact on the news and they said, here's a list of the things not to buy. And it was toilet paper, food you wouldn't normally eat, fancy cleaning,
Right.
all this crap that they went and
Right.
bought. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell them that 2 weeks ago? And
Right.
I've always been kind of like the stalker guy. And, my wife and I had a disagreement about it beforehand. And she told me that I was overreacting by the whole, I'm like, and I kept telling her, I'm like, there's not going to be anything there. And like within 5 days of me saying that, that's when the crazy started. And then she comes home from the store.
Really.
I mean, literally. And I was raised always prepare, keep the fridge stocked.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen. And I mean, I grew up in like, you get snowed in for 3 days. So you needed to have food and supplies.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Well, here we don't get snowed in Arizona, but we get virused in, apparently.
Right. Yeah. I've always been I'm not much of a weekly shopper. I'm like a day-to-day guy. But that's the virus has changed that. I'm a weekly shopper now that I have limits.
Right. Oops, I forgot to pull up the chat over here. Oh, Kit's in the chat. I now feel like I need a third screen if I'm going to do this because I got 2 chats going on over here. So for the few of you that are in, feel free if you have any questions for Bill or even me, feel free to ask. We're going to be on here just shooting the breeze here for a little bit before the band start playing.
Yeah.
Actually, and Bill, if you want, go ahead. If you want to go in the chat and send me, do you have a like a Venmo or a PayPal link? Like the other band? Yeah, go ahead and send that over, and we'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you too.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let me look it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if any of you are new to Country Road, our main mission has always been to support local live music. So with everything that's going on now, we have changed gears, as Bill would know. And we actually literally did take our Facebook group, and it's literally it's an online honky tonk right now, and we're encouraging people to check it out because all the musicians are putting up basically like their own virtual tip jars. Those of us in the music industry, and I say us because I do this full time. I do this for a living now as a creator.
Right.
The bands, a lot of these guys, this is what they do full time. So, and if you love them and you appreciate them, help them out. Let's see here. Oh, okay. You texted that over here. Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Oop, I think it crashed. Let me check over here. Okay, so so you're on Venmo, right? Give me just a moment here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, let me edit our ticker. It's going to disappear for a second. Yeah, to tell all your friends that you're going to be online today.
I did.
You did? All 2 of them, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm seriously, I'm joking.
Both of them. Yeah, they both know. Mom and my brother.
That's great. So, so I gotta ask. I've talked to a handful of musicians, but going forward. So, I mean, has like how far out of has your gigs been canceled?
Well, we were going to go on the road until the end of May, so all of our Phoenix gigs are obviously canceled until they open back up. So right now, everything's shut down. So we were booked up. We had stuff going through August and September, like the Sturgis rally and stuff like that. We were working on. So yeah, pretty much right now the entire summer's out.
Well,
Yeah,
I have to check the calendar for the boys over at Highway 260, but the last time I checked, we were just toast for March, but I'm going to assume we're done for April and May as well.
yeah,
You know, this is a tough time for everybody, and I just hope and there's a couple of people out there I know that disagree with the whole thing. I don't know how you can disagree with it, but I mean, unless we stay home, it ain't going away. You
right.
know, and just practice social distancing, make good decisions. Stay home and drink. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Well, man, this stupid thing. I'm trying to figure this out here. I'm trying to add the third ticker. It no work. Okay, I'm going to do this. We are going to come back here. Just want everyone to see it as they're coming in here.
Yeah.
Here. So it doesn't like the third banner. That's okay. So we're going to do this. Here, modify. There we go. So everybody, if you pop in, Bill Bogan is a phenomenal drummer, and he does do this full time. Just like I'm full time with Country Road, and things are a little tight for everybody right now. And unfortunately, Bill hasn't been able to or had the opportunity to do any live streams. So if you can spare a couple of bucks, send him. And you're on Venmo, you can find him at Bill Bogan, and I'm sure he'd love it.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely, man. We love you. Not to show any like favoritism or anything. I mean, I love all the musicians here, but
Right.
my kids actually call Bill Uncle Bill. So
Yeah.
it seemed only appropriate that he would be our first guest here. If any of you actually have been following Country Road for the last 3 years, Bill is we have 2 frequent guests on our channel and on Facebook as well. And Bill Bogan would be the number 1 most frequent guest. As a matter of fact, we did him and I did an interview together. What was it at Bourbon Jack's a couple years ago?
Jacks, yeah.
Yeah. And that was that thing went nuts for like 48 hours. I mean, it was like nonstop.
Yeah, that was a fun interview. That was a good time.
Oh man. Yeah, and what I think I had like, I don't know, 6 beers during that interview. That was funny. Like my wife is manning the camera. This is before I actually thought of maybe we should hook the thing up to raw power. So she's manning the camera and she's just and then the bar is just handing her the beers. Oh, and you remember there was like a good 15 minutes we kept going and she was trying to signal us that we were out of battery. So we didn't even have it. All that footage was gone. It looked like it was fine.
Kept going.
But if only she could have given us a way to know, that she was
right. She tried, but we just weren't paying attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun day.
Oh yeah. That was good times. Oh wow. So in here we have well, we have a whole bunch of people in here from all over the world, it looks like, in one of these chat rooms. And this guy, well, I'm moderating the chat myself, and you, sir, are gone. So for those of you who are coming in through the app itself and watching, if you're not civil, I'm going to block you. So I have now kicked a couple people. Okay. Happy anniversary. Okay. Um, I have no idea who these people are. That's awesome. Let's see. Here we go. Um, yeah, oh, they're probably coming in through. Yeah, I have no idea where they're coming from. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I only speak Spanish and some bad Spanish and bad Polish, so no idea what these. So we got some. Maybe we have some trolls in here. I don't know.
Got some trolls.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so like I help moderate for Agenda Free TV, which is like a news network on YouTube, and these
Yeah.
people come in like hordes from 4chan and from um,
Really?
Reddit just to troll them. Oh, it's brutal. It's just horrible. Just awful. And just got another block here. Oh, wow. Well, that's what happens when you go live. So we got Kit over here saying
Oh
hi.
yeah.
Hey, Kit.
What's up, Kit?
Yeah, Kit's got I'll go ahead and mention he's with Donnie Grubb Band, and they actually do a cool podcast, and him and I were going back and forth. We've been planning this thing. I don't even know how long now. I mean, I want to say before last summer we started planning it. We wanted to go live in September, and of course
Yeah.
we finally make the jump to get everything together right before all this started. So
Right.
once I got put into self whatever isolation, I was like, well, I can't exactly go out and vlog anymore. I can't shoot the bands, and I still got to work. So it seemed rather
Right.
convenient to have everything here. It's like, okay, let's do this.
That's a great idea.
I hope it goes well. This seems kind of fun. We're social distancing, bro. It's gonna be okay.
Right. Right. We're more than 6 feet.
Yeah, and hopefully, well, at least now we don't have to worry about running out of battery during the interview. I still can't get over that. I mean, it had to be a good 15
Right.
20 minutes before we got the hint that the camera died. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we were meant to do like a 10-minute interview. We got 20 some minutes of footage, and we went for almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, we just kept talking and
Mhm.
drinking.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
So, for those of you joining, be sure to on the YouTube side, be sure to subscribe. And that's youtube.com/Country Road Entertainment, and give us a like. Show us that you care. We appreciate it.
Yep. Definitely.
Wow, we are getting trolled hard, man. People talking
Saturday
about.
afternoon, nobody can go anywhere.
I guess. I mean, it's it's a rough time. I get it.
Yeah.
But people are talking some weird stuff. Okay, we are alien, my friend. We are coming to take you guys. I'm not even gonna finish reading that, bro. But you've been kicked so long. Let's see here. And I don't know what that means, but you're gone too. Hey, this is just as fun. Let's just get rid of trolls. Okay. And kick. Yeah, see, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's the people come into these live streams all the time, and they just go after everybody. It's like, do you have anything else to do? I just don't get it.
Right. No, they don't. That's the only thing they have. It's what makes them feel strong. Keyboard warriors.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm actually getting called names in here. It's brutal. Hey, Rich Adams just joined. Awesome.
What's up, Rich?
Rich, aren't you going live tonight or something on a stream? See if he responds. It just shows that he joined. Okay. No. Okay, he says no. I can even show it. Big fat no from
Okay.
Rich Adams.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Now he's going maybe. Okay.
Yeah. Rich is a good guy. I like Rich.
Yeah, Rich is awesome.
Yeah. A lot of talent here in the Valley.
We're really fortunate. Everyone talks about the Nashville machine, as I call it, and Nashville's great and all. It has a lot of, it has its own, quirks, and you look around the valley. We
Yeah.
have, your band. You got like Rich Adams. You got Marble Heart. I mean, even the new guys on the block, Highway 260 band that I deal with. Um, you know, we got a lot out here.
Yeah.
What do we got? Young Country, Muggion. I mean, I could go on and on. Josh Roy. I mean, I'm sure somebody's sitting at home and they're going to see this video. Go, well, he didn't mention my name. Sorry, guys.
Right.
We already shouted out Donnie Grubb. I love Donnie Grubb. Anyhow, so all right, so so we're all in isolation. So you practice the drums a little bit. What else are you doing? I mean, the other day we were going to do this yesterday, and something came up, and I was like, "We're self-isolating. How much could come up to get some?" So I'm literally sitting here in the office because I had everything ready to go, and I'm like, what the hell could possibly come up right now? We just like nothing going on.
Things still pop up.
Okay. All right. So is there any possibility we're going to see you in a live stream coming up with everyone else doing the virtual concert thing now?
I don't know.
You know,
probably not till the isolation stuff's over.
Well, I mean, at least fortunately we don't have to like they're not like enforcing anything really. Like they're not going to pull you over and give you a ticket. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. But we obviously don't want it to get to that point. So self-isolation right now is best for everybody, I think.
Rich is naming a few. Western Fusion, Brian Childress, Ethan Newman. Oh my gosh, Ethan Newman, if he was on here, this would be hysterical.
Right.
Where is that? Actually, we could send him an invite right now and bring him on. That would be ridiculous.
Ethan's mad at me.
Is he? What? He's mad at you?
Yeah, I posted so much about Tiger King that him and his wife decided they had to watch it. So he blamed me for that.
What? Oh man! So Kirsten wants to watch it now.
Yeah, I think they started it last night.
That's funny.
So he's not really mad, but he was making fun of it.
Rich is all he's still working somehow. What do you mean he's still working, Rich? I got half of my. Hey, Rich, if you want to jump in here, seems like you got a lot to say. We'll send you a link.
Yeah.
We can banter up until everyone starts playing tonight. And again, for those of you watching that are local here, on the online honky tonk currently on Live Country Music in Arizona, we'll be sharing a bunch of shows tonight from local acts, and we're just kind of having some fun right now before they get started today. And remember, if you can, support Bill Bogan on Venmo at Bill-Bogan. Actually, here, I'm going to go ahead and send. I say more the merrier. Oh, wait a minute. He has a 2-year-old that doesn't stop making noise. I have so many things I could say. Okay, so this is his reply to that. Okay. I have so many responses to that right now, Rich. I really, really do. But that's okay. I digress. All right.
What have you been stay busy?
You're looking at it, man. So I've been working on the studio, coming up with new content, trying to figure out how we're going to do this. Actually, we may or may not still do a second channel, but given the fact that I really can't do our normal music vlogs,
Yeah.
um, there's only so much vlogging I can do around the house. So we'll probably be doing these
Right.
quick for a while. Um, but that, and the kids have been here, so I've been kind of playing, dad slash y'all need to like do something constructive and educational. So like teacher,
Right.
And then I don't sleep much, so I tend to would clean the house in the middle of the night. My wife seems to like that part.
Yeah, it's funny. We were texting the other night at like, I don't know, we were texting at like 1, and I posted something on Facebook at like 3, and you sent me a text like, "Do you ever sleep?" I'm like, "You're awake the same time I am."
Right. Yeah, I was wide awake. I was here in the office doing my thing. What do we got here? Let's see. Robert Toner joined. Yeah, I honestly don't sleep all that much anymore. And what was it the
Yeah.
first day that I was talking about this? You're like, no, man, I'm just now settling into the night. I'm like, so you're all relaxed. Perfect. Let's go. Let's do this.
Right.
Oh, Nate's in there. Let me send an invite to Nate. See if he's interested. I love the banter here. This is great. For those of you just joining, this is our very first live podcast. We're going to be doing stuff like this for a little while, just because we want to maintain that social distancing. Nate, check your messages. So, but yeah, this is a lot of fun here. Yeah, Nate, if you just click on that, you can pop in and banter. So again, if you're watching, go ahead and say hello. If you have any questions for Bill, if you care about anything we're doing, you can ask me a question. It's fine too. But I do see we got people from all over the world. Yeah. I hear background noise. It sounds like what is that coming from your end?
I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Wow, these trolls are brutal. So I don't know if Nate's going to try or not. So all right, so we're in this boat. So you said, when was your possibility of another show? You're talking like July?
We don't know. We're up in the air until things are lifted and people can go back outside.
Well, and that they supposedly, and I qualify as well. So musicians, contractors, and things of that nature. Supposedly, I mean, whether or not we agree with it, we're probably going to need it. Supposedly, they're going to have assistance for all of us.
Right.
So even though like we're contractors per se, we can actually file for this plan where they give us a certain amount over like whatever the unemployment is here, because you can't, because nobody's working.
I saw Brian Childress post about that.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. I was reading up on it. Rich says hello. I like, so if you can see the chat, it's like every few seconds or every minute or two, he sends another message through.
Oh yeah.
Like, here we go. It's just like he's right here with us, just chit-chatting along.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't see any questions. I just see lots of trolls and Rich making jokes. AZ plus. Okay, yeah, he's right. So this is what I was reading. Yeah, AZ. So 600 plus AZ mini unemployment, just 200. So roughly about 800 per week is what I think they're proposing. Oh, here's a message from Rona Power.
Hey, Rona, how you doing?
So Rona says that
we miss you in Denver too.
So you know Rona Pyro? That's awesome.
Yeah, Rona's a big supporter of ours for a long time up in Denver.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's been around. We've been playing Denver for 11 years. I think she's been around for 9 of them.
Wow. Excellent.
Always come to see us. Big. Sad we missed you too, Rona.
Yeah, thanks for the message, Rona. Oh, Rich has got another message. When the cheer-old goes and does something else. Yeah, well, Rich, I don't have Rich, I don't have a day job, so. Oh, another message from Rona. So she said she's hanging at the house, and she said yes, she has.
Good.
All right. So those are good chatters. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we're waiting
Yeah,
for
it was weird up in Denver, man. Watching normally as the week goes on, the crowds increase, but this last time it was weird to watch them decrease as Thursday's usually a big night, and Tuesday, Wednesday, the news was leaking out, and then Thursday came, and it was just like barren.
Now, did they shut?
Used.
But did they shut down the bars and restaurants, or did they shut down everything in Denver?
When we were there, it was just the bars and restaurants.
Okay.
Now I think it's everything. They tried to shut down the dispensaries and liquor stores, and that lasted for.
Oh, we got a question from Rich. This is actually not a bad question. Rich is asking, what's your favorite gig?
Oh, man. I have two, actually. I have the Grizzly Rose in Denver. It's a favorite because it's one of the bigger gigs we play, and it's always got a national act. We're always opening for somebody there on Friday night, so that's always fun. And then my 1A would be $1 Million Cowboy up in Jackson Hole. It's such a tourist town and such a party town. It's so much fun to go up there and hang out. And we've got a good fan base up there with the locals, and it's, like I said, it's always a tourist town, so there's always new people coming in and new people traveling through. So that's a favorite. Those two are my two favorites.
Rona just popped in too. Thank you, Rona. So she said, watch the YouTube from that saloon. That was a fun trip. Need to go back to Prescott. Now, was that Nathan's Nathan D and the Dam Band, Bill's feed, or was that from Country Roads? Because Country Road, we just did YouTube. Was that mine? Okay.
Yeah, it was probably your. Yeah, I mean, she came to see us play in Prescott, but I think she's talking about your video you just did for the Country Road Entertainment.
Yeah, so that one went up a few days ago, and then we just posted the uncut interview of one of the bartenders, which was actually, that was kind of fun. We figured we'd highlight a bartender for change. All the bartenders, everyone in the service industry, I mean, they work so hard, and I'm we're always interviewing and featuring the bands and maybe the venue at a higher level, but how often do we actually sit down and chat with the people that are busting their butt to make you happy when you're actually watching the band?
Right.
So that was kind of a fun opportunity. Rona said they're mostly shut down now in Denver. Well, I guess you don't have to worry about the traffic because, man, is it just horrible there? I mean, that transit system in Denver is the pits.
Right.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you're right. So Country Roads. So, yeah, so she saw the vlog. Hey, well, thanks for watching, Rona. If you haven't, be sure to I don't know if you've subscribed to us. Be sure to do so. We appreciate it. This is literally what I do full time. As I was saying earlier, and temporarily just to keep videos going, we want to keep, supporting everyone. You'll be seeing some videos like this a lot coming up. We are.
Rona just recently got engaged. Big congratulations.
She did. Congrats, Rona. Good for you. We're happy for you. My poor wife, we celebrated our first wedding anniversary. Then this all happens. We haven't had a break since the day we got engaged. It's like, seriously, like if you watched a chunk of, I don't know if you caught the last episode, but I finally sat down and explained because my daughter tells me to be more transparent as a vlogger. I'm like, okay. So we had this gap, and she's like, explain to them why it is that there was this time lapse. So I'm telling them, and I'm sitting here, and as I'm talking to the camera, I'm like, literally since like a month before we got married, maybe two. It's like as soon as we booked the wedding at Rawhide, it's been nonstop downhill ever since. I mean, the best thing that happened is, I mean, literally the best thing that happened. I mean, granted, we got married and I have these two wonderful stepchildren. But the best thing that happened
Right.
is us getting our house. And it was actually a year ago, yesterday, I think it was, or the day before that, we actually closed on the house. So,
Oh, really? Well, happy anniversary.
oh,
Very
thanks.
cool.
Well, big shout out to Cheryl Willis, or many know her as Shay Willis from Go Chandler. I mean, it was crazy. She really busted her butt to get that done. And actually, we'll be having her on as a guest here pretty soon, as soon as we can get that scheduled. Let's see here. Oh, I love it. Hey, thanks, Rona. Rona says that she subscribed. She supports friends. We appreciate that.
Nice.
Thank you, Rona.
She does support her friends. She's always there for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Denver's been big for us.
I'll tell you something, that when I was up there filming y'all back in November, that was a great trip. I mean, I still remember you're getting ready and I'm getting my camera rig all set up and I walk on stage behind you. And at that point, it wasn't even full capacity, but it was so electric. My heart, I'm telling you, felt like it was just going to come right out of my chest. It was crazy.
Yeah. Concert nights are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always fun to play there, but just because it's Denver, we have a pretty good fan base there, and we have a lot of friends up there, and they come see us. But those national acts are just one of a kind. Especially that night, opening for Lee Brice twice that weekend was something else.
No, yeah. Well, you did that both Saturday and Sunday, right? Yeah. And how was the show on Sunday? Because I was on a plane by I don't know, noon or something.
Yeah, you left afternoon. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't as full as Saturday night, but it was still a good crowd. Sunday night's family night, so quite a age difference from Saturday night, but still a good time.
Now, is that normally family night, or was that a special thing? Because I remember Lee was originally only scheduled, I thought, for one night.
Right. That is Sunday night is always family night. The Grizzly Rose there in Denver.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. Hey,
yeah,
Lisa. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. They call it all ages night. Just saying, it's anybody from whatever age literally can come in that night, and they're very strict about enforcing the age, obviously.
Now, Saturday they were max capacity. They had close to 2,200 people. How many do you reckon was in there on Sunday? That's my question.
On a normal Sunday or the Lee Brice Sunday when he was there?
Well, let's just say Lee Brice Sunday. How big was it?
Lee Brice Sunday was probably 1,400.
Oh, really? That's really not bad for a Sunday.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, okay, that's awesome. What's the average Sunday then? Maybe 500-800?
Probably between 8 and 1,000. Between 800 and 1,000.
Really? So yeah. I can't remember what night it was, and I was talking to someone because it turned out a friend of mine was actually in there that night, and I didn't see him. His name was Paul, and I was like, I don't know how I missed you. There was like 50 people in there. He's like, what are you, crazy? He was like, there was 200 or 300 people in there. I'm like, there was? It's the place is so big that you can't. I mean, for those of you who've never been to the Grizzly Rose, it's hard to explain other than it's massive. And yeah, they can stuff in over 2,000 people in there. And it's so spread out that you're looking around and it doesn't really seem like some nights there's a whole lot of people in there, but there is,
Right.
you know. I mean, I mean that
Yeah, I
Friday
think
night it had to be by well, I don't think we did we stay until we didn't stay till closing that Friday night, did we? I think
pretty close.
no, it was
I
pretty close. You played till 11 or 12 and I left around this. I think I left with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the chatter slowed down here. Let me see here. Let's see. Just looking at the chat rooms real quick. So again, here we're live with Bill Bogan from Nathan D and the Dam Band. And if you feel so inclined, be sure to, if you're a fan, give him show him some support and love at Venmo at Bill hyphen Bogan. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Country Road Entertainment, YouTube at youtube.com/Country Road Entertainment. And we are also on Patreon. And we appreciate those likes and those subscribes. It makes us know that you care. At least we hope you care. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
After over 3 years of doing this and we're still around, I'm assuming some people do. And hey, Rona follows us, so that's awesome. That's someone I love it when I meet like people that are subscribed that we've never met before. And that actually
Right.
has happened. Like, I could be at, Good Time Charlie's or Tom Ryan's and people come up and they start talking to me and they get excited, and act like they know me. And the thing is they kind of do, but yeah, it's just because they've been following us for years and they know about the schedule
Right.
and the videos. And that's pretty cool. Except when you're really
Yeah.
tired and you just want to have that cocktail and not talk to anybody. That happens on occasion too.
Right.
What's that fool's name?
I hear
Man.
background noise. What's that fool's name, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roommate just got home.
Hey, we're in the middle of an interview right now. Come on, guys. Hey,
Right.
Brad, how you doing, buddy? Brad's been in lockdown for a couple weeks too. I don't know if he's gotten out or not.
Oh, Brad Maitland.
Yeah, Brad Maitland.
What's up, buddy?
Let me toss out some invites here. Maybe we can get some questions coming through from. Oh, he was already here. I'm going down the invite list and guess who's halfway down?
Who?
David Milton. God rest his
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's rough.
Definitely missed.
He's definitely missed. Oh, look at that. We got Ed Smith. That's my pop. Just joined. And
There you go.
And we got my aunt Fran Rayo Briggs from Long Beach just joined. And of course I sent them
Nice.
invite. So thanks for popping in, guys. Since you guys are still there, I'll tell you what we're doing. So with the lock-ins and the isolation and all, the what the heck is it called? The social distancing. I can't film like I normally do, so we're going to be doing some streaming like this and videos like this for a while. And today's the first one. And Bill Bogan is a longtime friend of myself and my family, as well as the channel. And it seemed only appropriate that he pop in for the first broadcast, especially since he's been on our channel more than any other musician. So we kind of like him. He's okay. We tolerate him. It's cool.
Right.
Fun times. I just can't believe like how much longer are we not going to be working?
I know,
I
right?
mean, I
Got
still
people
have
keep asking
this,
me, and I
but
just don't know.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the channel on Facebook is, a little something, but
Yeah.
getting the gigs, doing demos and photo shoots and everything, that's where my money is. So it's like,
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
it's crazy, but hey, everybody stay home. The sooner you
Yep.
stay home and and you don't leave, and that curve flattens, hopefully there's not another wave, but then the sooner we can go back to our normal
Right.
life. But
Yeah.
I can't get enough of, like, when people pop up and they're mocking everything. I'm like, well, whatever it is that you're thinking, that's what the officials and the professional doctors and all this and the experts are saying. Um, we're not gonna, like, whether or not you agree with it, life will not go back to normal until we play ball.
Right.
You figure how many of our um interviews and whatnot we've done everything on site together, whether it was here, Colorado, whatever. This is just how it's going
Yeah.
to be for the moment. Trust me, I would much rather being Denver or Albuquerque shooting, or hell, even Nashville, but just
Yeah. I was just gonna say we need to get you to Albuquerque to the Dirty Bourbon.
yeah. Oh, good. I I was really prepared just to hit it when I was doing the trip. What the heck? When I was doing the Prescott stream or the Prescott video. Hey, no coughing, dude. Just
Oh yeah.
yeah, no coughing.
I know, right?
Gonna freak out the audience. They're gonna leave.
I
No,
know.
so
I'm isolated.
your eyes, yeah. But yeah, so, like, when I was doing the Prescott video, um I was originally gonna go from there and head down Route 66 into Albuquerque, but that's when
Yeah.
the chest problems and the breathing problems I had just went real bad on me. Yeah.
Right.
Again, twice I almost blacked out. I'm like, I probably need to go back to the valley. And that was a bummer,
Yeah.
you know. I was struggling in Denver. If you remember, I just could
Right. I
not.
remember that. Yeah.
30 some hours I was awake. That was brutal.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. Wonder where Rich went
Do
off.
not. What's that?
I wonder if Rich ran off. Our viewers
That would be
keep going
great.
up and down, up and down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're not super exciting today. I don't know. If we encourage it, maybe just maybe we could maybe push Bill to walk around in a tutu. I don't know. What do y'all want to say? And then there's that 2-second delay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. 1001, 1002. There it is.
I'll tell you, that's Queen Creek internet for your data. But I have the same
What's
problem. If
that?
I go to Norton's Country Corner and I'm going to say shoot live, there is lag in Queen Creek for sure. It's not a very
Oh
big
yeah.
town. They have they only have so many towers, and then it's not a big town, but it's growing. So I would just assume that some nights,
Right.
it or some days it's just not great. Like when we tried from your phone
Yeah.
earlier, it was terrible, and then now it's not too bad.
Right.
Hey, Donnie Grubb just joined the chat. Hey, Donnie.
Hey.
For those of you who don't know Donnie Grubb, we were mentioning him earlier. He's got
What's up,
the
Donnie?
obviously Donnie Grubb band over out of Apache Junction, and they play
Great band.
at the Hitching Post. They're an awesome band. I've only learned in the last couple of years just how talented Donnie really is. Then on top of it, they have their podcast too that he does with Kit, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's really
I
sarcastic.
think Donnie actually right.
Yeah.
I think Donnie actually co-wrote Son of a Gun with Nathan and Harry Luge.
Oh, did he? Is that true, Donnie? If he did, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty sure it was Donnie.
Oh, right on. Hey Donnie, would you you want to join in the chat? We invited Nathan, but he ignored us. He doesn't love us anymore. And I have no problem with teasing Nate. It's okay. Here, let me send him. Oh, he says he did. So so he did help co-wrote.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Nathan says
And
that most nights, but not sure.
I love that song. I mean, I featured that on a couple of videos of mine too.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's a great song.
Donnie says he's naked at the moment. No, but really, that's what he put in the chat. Like, seriously?
I see it, yeah.
Breaking news. Donnie Grove is naked.
Right.
Now he's going to kill me. He's going to be like, bro, you put that up on the screen. You know, I mean, oh. And actually, I'm looking over at YouTube. Let me see if I can pull this up. There's a problem with my channel that I keep thinking I've got fixed, and then I don't. And I'm looking now. Yep, still doing it. So they have me, for some reason, they keep listing us as a channel with kids content. I don't understand that. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, I mean, we're geared towards. No, Donnie says, "Call." Are you teasing me or are you teasing yourself? I don't know. But here, I'll send this over to you anyway. But yeah, so they keep putting me down as that, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. We're a, I mean, how do I explain? I mean, we're really kind of a 21 and over, channel. I mean,
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely
I mean,
21 and over.
well, in order to get to most of the, to look at the videos is one thing, but the majority of the shows that we do, you have to be 21 or over to even attend. So when we're vlogging to a show or something, I mean, you have to be 21 or over to enter the event anyway. So why am I going to be entertaining children under the age of 13? And that's why we actually have at the beginning of our videos, there is a disclosure. And if they're watching it, they've broken the YouTube's terms of service, and we want them out. Because basically they're costing YouTubers money. Because what happens is they demonetize you and they turn off super chat, and it's like, guys, that's our livelihood. So yeah, Donnie, I sent you a link. You're welcome to join the chat, buddy. Like I said, we invited Nate. Nate didn't want to play. Let's see here. It's almost 4:40. It's 4:43, almost 4:45. I think the first show starts at what, 6 o'clock?
Something like that.
Yeah. So we have Marble Heart. They're going live at 7 p.m. We got Denny Kohler going live at 5:30. Let's see here. Starting at 8 o'clock, we have JD and the Black Stallions, and they're actually performing from the Dirty Drummer Eating and Drinking place. And let's see here. What else we got? Now there was one band, I'm not going to say who it was, but they were talking about how their show was canceled, but they were doing a live performance today between 4 and 4:30. And they called the virus the Kung Flu. Man, calling it Kung Flu just drives me nuts because it's not a flu. I can't
Right.
Just yeah, no. Let's see, what else do we have here? So we got JD. No, I don't see anything. Nathan was on last night. I don't know who else is coming. I'm sure there's going to be Joel Mays, I think, is starting 10 o'clock. Oh, Donnie's going to bail.
Nice.
Donnie, he wants to, but he says he can't hang that long.
Right on. Good to hear from you, Donnie.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. And it looks like I invited Clint to the broadcast, And the only thing I've seen from him is he's sharing his 7 p.m. show like crazy right now. And he's good at that too. When it comes to the social media, he's all over the flyers. He's just,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
oh, hey, Donnie, see you soon, man. Thanks again for
See you,
stopping
buddy.
in.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, he's like, when it comes to that stuff, he's like the master of getting the word out about his show, and he does a great job of packing the shows too. I mean, I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever been to a Marble Heart show that didn't have a crap ton of people there. It was, I don't think that's ever
Yeah.
happened.
Well, they're a good band. They've been around for a while. Clint's a great guy.
Yeah, Clint's awesome. All right, let's see what else we got going on the chat. All right, Tony. Well, it looks like we got rid of the troll, so that's a good thing.
That's good.
So in the meantime, do you have any plans on how you're going to get through this time period? I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, I myself, I'm just trying to be as creative as possible. It's been kind of a nightmare.
Right. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I really don't know. I've not been down this road before, so I'm just taking it day by day, and that's all I can do.
It's just these are some interesting and definitely some trying times for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking earlier about some YouTubers I follow, and there's one who's like a full-time RV guy. He's really cool. And he was in Texas, and then everything started getting canceled. So what he did was he decided he was going to head to Florida. Figured that was his best bet. Get over there, weather's decent and whatnot. Well, he gets there, of course, it's hot. And he ends up in one of the counties that's in lockdown. So he's literally locked into this RV resort.
Oh, geez.
So he's there indefinitely. And here's a guy who usually doesn't stay anywhere for more than like 3 days, dude. Like that's pretty much like
Right.
1 to 3 days. That's it. And he's stir
Right.
crazy. So he's posting on YouTube and Patreon like crazy. Instagram, excuse me, just trying to find stuff to do.
Right.
And speaking of which, have you been following everything's going on the count and everything like that, like a worldometer or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Well, let me pull that up real quick here. Let's see. Well, let's see. As of the last count, you have 662,541 cases worldwide. That's with 30,839 deaths and 141,468 recovered. But the interesting thing is, and you're here in Arizona with us, so we're at what
Right.
the 123,311 nationwide. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's see here. Let me look here. If I go down Arizona, okay, so a week ago Monday, we had 20 people, 20 victims. Now they're testing and everything like that. And of course, people want to keep running around. And of course, as soon as I bring this up, we lose a bunch of watchers. But we're up to 773 cases. So that's in a matter of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11, 12 days. We've gone from 20 to almost 800. Oh, did you hear about the McDonald's employee over in Santan? Yeah, there was a McDonald's employee in Santan that tested positive. So, and that means,
really?
yeah, that means all those people who were eating there were exposed to it. Yeah, which is not good. Yeah. And then you have, I think they announced 2 days ago, they had an employee over at the Fry's. I think it's on Main in Mesa. Same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, you go to the store, you
Well,
better.
you saw that. Crap. Who's the country singer? Was just diagnosed with it.
Not Keith Urban. Luke
No,
Bryan.
not Keith Urban. No, it wasn't Luke Bryan. It was 90s guy, Joe Diffie.
Oh, Joe Diffie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I'm sorry, Joe Diffie.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm doing an interview.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joe Diffie was diagnosed with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who shared that. But I thought there was another country singer though too that also.
There might, yeah, Joe Diffie's the one I heard of. There could be another one, obviously, but
Let me check. I'm trying to think who it may have been. I thought it was Luke Bryan. Let me look. Country singer. I don't want to mention the word in the stream because they're freaking out about that. Well, I definitely see Joe Diffie. That's all I
yeah.
see, right? Country singer. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, there's some people here in the area. I don't know if you know them per se, but I know we know them, but we know some people that have tested positive as well in the Chandler area. And that's
Oh,
that's
really?
like yeah, that's kind of a bummer. And our prayers go out and our hearts go out to everybody, and that's why we say all the time, it's like, please just stay home. It's
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, it's just, again, it's not going to end.
Right.
To me, it ain't worth it.
But big thing to me is whether or not you catch it, you don't want to spread it to anybody else, whether you get sick or not. Just because you don't get sick doesn't mean you're not carrying it.
Exactly. Well, and when they say, if you're sick, stay home. Well, you should do that in general, but unfortunately with this,
Right.
you don't necessarily, and people won't. I mean, that's the problem with, especially in the US, people get sick and then, their employees are like, oh, well, we need you to come in anyway. And then, of course, they spread the flu.
Right.
And in this case here, it's like you don't know if you have the symptoms for, like, I think it's as much as 27 days in some cases. So they say the average incubation period is up to 15 days, but you can go up to a month. So, I mean, if you're not aware that you're sick and you're out and about and you're going to Costco and Fry's and Kroger, you're potentially exposing everybody in the area. It's horrible. So, I mean, again, that's why they're saying stay the hell home,
Right.
Let's see here. Oh, Melissa Roberts joined. Hello. Again, for anyone, feel free, pop in, ask questions. Bill doesn't bite. I mean, he will if you ask him, but
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and as soon as I said that, a couple of people dropped again. That's funny. Again, I'm happy the trolls are gone, though. I mean, so,
right.
I have a main screen here so I can see the chats coming in from like Facebook or YouTube or anything. And there's just people from all over trolling us. Like and then I asked them to speak English, and then one of them decided to speak English and called me all kinds of names. I'm like, okay.
Idiots. Yeah.
I hate trolls. I think I want to say I booted like 15 people. Don't worry, it felt good.
Right.
Felt good. All right. So, all right. Well, I think we've been at this for about an hour, and I have a feeling that the bands are going to start showing up here pretty soon with their live streams, and I want to make sure they
feeds going.
Yeah. So, for those of you who did come in, appreciate you. Always good to see you.
Yep,
Again,
definitely.
Be sure to support Bill on Venmo if you can, and that's again at Bill-Bogan. And for us, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. And we're also on patreon.com/Country Road Entertainment. Give us a like, support Bill, show us that you care, show us some love. We appreciate it.
Stay at home and wash your hands.
Yes, wash your hands. 20 seconds. Say happy birthday. How many times is it? Twice or 3 times?
Right.
And it's funny because
Twice.
my kids, man, we got them trained perfectly, like for stuff like this. The only thing I had to teach
Yeah.
my kid is like, dude, you got to shake off your hands before you go to the hand towel because, man, that hand towel is like dripping wet. It's like, bro, I can't change out a hand towel twice a day. Shake your hands off. After you
Right.
wash them, like, I'm glad you can wash them and you're doing it right, but yeah, I need you to just before you start drying, make sure you're not dripping wet anymore. So thanks for joining us, Bill. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for your time, Eddie. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay healthy, stay at home, and hopefully this is all over and everyone can go back to work and start playing music.
Sounds good. Thanks, man. Take care.
You too, buddy. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, folks, that's it. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, drop a comment below, show us that you love us. And on Facebook, be sure to follow us on our corporate page or business page, Country Road Entertainment. We do all kinds of neat videos and vlogs and what have you. And during this time where we're practicing social distancing, you're going to be seeing more feeds like this. All right. Thanks again. And we'll see you soon. All right.